Speak to me, speak to me, speak to me. I want you to speak to me.
Hi, Obi.
Hi, Amuta.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine. What are we talking about today?
Gun gun gun. Jonah.
Wow, the polygamist.
You better make sure you love yourself
Mm.
because if you don't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
hmm.
My message from that movie, what I took away was choose yourself.
So many women will wait. Oh, okay, let me give him a second chance,
Mm-hmm.
third chance. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, how many chances are you going to give till you
Okay.
see that this man is just damaging you?
Exactly. You know, I felt like the time when she went to meet him to give him the vow renewal invitation was the time when she was free. Like she would have just gone. She would have celebrated her freedom and just, taking care of her children. Everybody would have been fine. But she had
No, she
to.
was.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry.
No. Carry on.
Was I understand that, but I feel like she couldn't let go because
Mm-hmm.
she was a brand ambassador to
Yes.
this company where her
Yes.
whole identity is
Yes.
being branded as this married woman,
Yes.
happily married woman, and she
Exactly.
built the guy from the ground up. So she's like, "Oh, if
Exactly.
I leave him, I'm walking away from my investment."
Exactly. That's her reason. But see, she still ended up losing that. So Matipa still went and she broke the internet with her photo.
But I think she also was thinking about her children, which is something that is a big problem in our culture. Like the mothers usually care more about what the implications of what it would mean for
Mm-hmm.
their children. So it's like even as they were having these issues in the beginning, she was still trying to shelter her children from it until like it became so obvious that she couldn't hide it from anyone. The biggest lesson to me is just don't put your whole identity into, you know, ephemeral things. Like, yes, the institution of marriage is beautiful, but
Mm-hmm.
it can come and go
Yeah.
at any point.
Yeah.
You can lose a job, lose a career or opportunity, but like when you put too much into something and you're like, okay, this thing is gone, where is my identity, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
she only had her whole identity of like, I'm a wife, I'm
Mm-hmm.
a mother.
Mm-hmm.
Like we didn't really know her outside the relation of Jonasi, which is
Yeah.
a big issue in our
Mm-hmm.
community and culture of like wives to very wealthy women. They don't also try to take time to build their own identity outside of that. So it's like after 20 years, you're like, what?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who
Mm-hmm.
am I meant to be? And it's like,
Exactly.
oh, I'm this old age now. It's not like, say 20-year-old or 30-year-old, I can just easily reinvent myself. Like,
Yeah.
yes, you can at any age, but I think she was just terrified, like, I don't want to start again.
Yeah. So she was now holding on to something that was already gone, trying to get it back to where it used to be, or just trying to keep it for keeping up appearances sake. I'm just remembering the scene where I think Matipa had just had her twins, and
Yeah.
Jonasi was going to see them, and he was leaving the house, and she was begging him not to go, and he ran away, left his jacket, she ran after him, and I was just like, oh
Yes, it
my
was so
goodness.
disgusting.
That is so I was so embarrassed for her. I was just like, what is this? And you're begging for somebody who doesn't even value you at all. Do you get
Yeah.
like that guy did not even value any of those women one bit.
Yeah, like as I was watching it, I was like, oh, okay, he really loves Matipa. And then we see Essie, and it's like, he didn't even have the capacity to love anyone. Like, see
No
what he did to
one.
his children,
Yeah.
his brother,
No,
like classic case of narcissism.
exactly. Thank you. That was it. He had no love for anybody. All he cared, even himself, he did not even love himself. Oh. He just all he cared, all he was focused on was himself and his ambition and his urges. That's
Yep.
all. Because anything that throws itself at him, he will just, I'm about to eat this. He puts himself in such compromising situations where, like, he can easily get caught, but he's still not bothered about that. He's just like, this is what I want now, and I'm going to get what I want right now. Like,
Yeah, but what baffled me is like, how did he even have all that time? You're like a multi-billionaire. Like he's just a man that cannot say no. Even when Matipa was like, "Oh, I'm dating your brother," that's what even turned him on. I
yeah,
don't think Joyce would ever have been free if she didn't find a way to kill him.
no, she would have, because she called
Wow.
his brother. You remember after he beat her up and he raped her? She called
Yes.
his brother, and the brother helped her to throw him out of the house. So he
Yes.
went to start living with Lindani.
Yes.
So basically, she was at that point, she was free of him. Even if he came back, like, there was no way. Like, even the children, no, nobody would have let him in the house. You get, there was no way. His son already hated him. He was never coming back. But she needed that. That was revenge for her. She wasn't that was a way to get him out of her life. No, she just wanted to revenge. That was her third time. That was her third attempt. The first one was the gun, then the poison.
Yeah, the poison one was just ridiculous because I'm like, this is a wealthy man that can easily be rushed to hospital. So like, oh, what are you doing? She should have done it slowly, where it's like he's getting sicker day by day.
I don't think it's because I'm a softie or anything. It's just there are things I just don't want on my conscience.
Yeah.
There are just things I want to be able to sleep well at night.
Yeah.
So I would rather, like, if I'm never going to be in this kind of situation, because there are so many steps I would need to take before I get there. Even when somebody's giving somebody else attention, I'm gone. Just small attention, no, I'm gone. I can't even be there. And this is maybe we're just dating and I give somebody else attention, I'm gone. So there are so many steps that I have to take before I get to that spot. So if at all in some kind of alternate universe, I'm in that kind of position, it's really just to find a way to just remove myself. That's also one of the reasons why I like what Matipa did, but she did it too late.
Yes, but see how she dropped the children,
you
right?
understand.
Joyce, like,
yeah,
if you have children, like, it's completely different for us who are, without children. We can easily get up and leave. But I feel like once you have children, right? Like, even if you're like, okay, I'm done with this man, you might still have to co-parent with that person.
But here's the thing. For Joyce, her children are grown. Okay, she has the little boy, but still, look at Matipa. Matipa had babies. She dumped them and fled for her life. She fled. She dumped them. She didn't even look. She fled. That's what she did until the guy died. She only came back after the guy had died. But that's what I'm saying. Hers was a little too late, and she's also very, very stupid. Very, very, very stupid. Because why go after somebody that is clearly not for you? Like, what was that?
Yep. I mean, a lot of women do that, and they take pride in, like, oh, I'm the mistress. I'm the one that stole this man from his wife. But I'm like, if you play with the sanctity of marriage, you think you can just walk out like that? Like, oh, I'm hot stuff. I'm just going to take this rich man and live happily ever after. Like, no.
He'll do the same thing to you. That's what's going to happen. Like,
exactly.
Worse, actually, not the same thing. He's going to do worse. And that's why she got the beating of her life.
Yeah, I mean, there's no justification for being violent with women. But, I mean, it's also a lesson for women to not invest in men. Like, all that thing that Joyce was saying, like, oh, without you. I'm like, baby girl, maybe if you did all of that by yourself or with your dad and being this boss lady, and then you meet a man on the same level, it wouldn't hurt you so much to leave. Like, I feel it was easier for Matipa to leave because she didn't invest in anything with
she didn't, but she also wasn't even getting anything from it. Because what did she get? There was their house, was there money? There was no house in her name. It was just Linda knew that he had a soft spot for her.
Yeah, because she was equally as wicked as him.
Yeah, that's
like when she was showing her daughter, Jonas's daughter, the pant. I was like, isn't that the same pant you used to sleep with her?
Girl, that one floored me. I was just like, I was just like, what is this? It was so disgusting. I was just looking like, wow, what a That girl, no, that girl. And I'm telling you, there are people like that in this world.
Yes.
Even worse. You think that they're just showing us that we just got a glimpse into the lives of certain people. They're worse.
I mean, that's why I feel like if you need to be careful of not being too nice in general. Like even
Mm-hmm.
I keep forgetting her name. Jonas's first daughter. What's her name?
Mpame.
Mpame.
Mm.
Right? It's like, oh, she grew up with these people, but you can clearly see like they're not all living in the same socio-economic class, right? So it's like even though you're spending a lot of time with them, their realities are different. And even though they clearly will not express it to you,
Mm.
they're looking in a different way. Like every time they said, "Oh, you think you're better than us," it's like, how? I didn't see how she
Mm.
displayed in one moment where she thought she was better than them.
No, I
But
think the
because
better than they were referring to wasn't even about like her class or the things or the material things that she has. Do you get? I think the better than that they referred to was in the way that she carries herself, in the way that she thinks. Mm.
I also think it's like a inferiority complex, right?
That
Like
is
even
it. Yes.
the other sister that was fighting for her father's love was like, oh, you have everything, you have a father, you have money, then
Mm.
you also want to have a loving boyfriend. Like, let me
Let me
scatter
collect
something
it.
for you.
Like that's just her issue. It's crazy. So
So
she just wanted to just like ruin everything. And I was at first I was like, oh, she has such a good boyfriend. He's so supportive. He's her rock. Next thing I was like, oh my goodness.
yeah,
Like
I was
why
like,
do you
why
have to go and
did
fold my hand like this? No. Her boyfriend was a shame. Like in her bedroom. These
I'm
men
like,
don't have
can't you
any
say
kind of
no?
self-control. I don't understand. See, no, and go and
Exactly.
meet your girlfriend and be like, look at what your sister is trying to do. Did you see what Magesh did when his so-called daughter that's even his niece. They are related. Oh. Is his
Exactly.
niece when she tried to make a move on him.
Yeah, I
He
didn't even
went and
understand
called.
how that came out.
Don't
But
mind that girl is messed up, completely messed up. She's like her father, obviously. Like he called her mother and said, "See what your daughter is doing," Ah,
yes.
and shut it down immediately. Some uncles, God forbid, will will
Yeah.
encourage like
Yeah.
if Jonasi was her uncle, hey,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I
But
don't
I think she
think,
also learned it from her mother, right? Because it's like nobody had given her anything nice before, and she's probably seen like her mom
yeah,
uh,
yes,
get money from different
yes,
men, and she has to service them.
yes,
So
yes, that's right.
she's probably never like seen
Yeah,
men just give stuff and not expect anything in return.
that's right. You're right. You're right. That's crazy. Oh wow.
Yeah, and that's also a lesson for a lot of like women, especially African women. We feel like, oh, this guy's doing nice things for me, so I have to put out or kiss him. Like, no, you don't.
You don't have to.
Yeah, like if he wants to do that, it's fine. If he's demanding something else, like
Mm.
you can get out because it's not a trade-off. You do stuff because you want to.
Okay, exactly. Exactly. And the whole thing about putting out because it's like and like using sex as a
Commodity.
gift or something as a gift. Like it's supposed to be something that you give. That's also one of the that I think that's what Essie was. I don't know. For Essie, I think Essie actually loved. She loved the Jonasi guy. She
I
really did.
just think she didn't have any prospects, and she was also just deeply rooted in poverty mentality. Because I'm
That's it.
like, you saw he didn't call you for 8 years. You
Yes.
saw in the newspaper he's married to someone.
Yes.
He even bought you a car. Like she could have sold that car and gotten out of.
Well, exactly what I was saying. Like, just take the car, sell it, and live your life. You don't need to all these. If you want to be friends with him, like the way she was friends with him initially when they were children and nothing was going on, that's
Yes.
okay too. You get, she can just be friends with him like that, and because then she was even covering for him when his girlfriends would come
Girls.
around.
Yeah.
If she still wants to be friends with him, that's okay. She can be friends with him. I don't know how you want to be friends with somebody like that, Sha, because but you care.
But
But
she had low
marry,
self
Nothing. She married the guy. No. And then she was comfortable with being hidden for so long.
Exactly.
Ah.
The lowest form of self-worth in life, in Jonas's alive, death, she was still fighting to be
Mhm.
recognized. I'm like,
That's just
go
horrible.
where you're loved.
Always, always. And like, even if you can't find a place or places where you are loved, love yourself. That's a place. And love yourself and stay with yourself. You don't need to be
Yeah,
going around chasing people who don't give a flying fuck about you. Like, what's
yeah,
that?
yeah.
I'm thinking that is love because he claims that he loves all these people, his children, his wives. He claims that he loves them. Even like in Danny was thinking because he flew her to Durban, he's in love with her. She was not writing on the mirror, J Heart L. Girl, please. I just
No,
wanted to just flog
no,
that
that
girl.
bit was, because, yeah, she was the sharpest of them all. She knew, like, this man obviously doesn't love me, so I'm going to be
Mhm.
strategic and get what I can and leave the hood, which
No,
is what
no, no,
Esther would
in
have
the
done as
in
well.
the beginning, for Lindani, she actually thought that the guy she was in love. Oh, Lindani was in love in the beginning. This is where she realized that, man, this guy does not care about me. When she had that miscarriage and she
Yes,
was calling him, he wasn't picking up. For somebody who cares about you, the person will even check in. How busy can you be that
yeah,
in 24 hours you say you care about somebody, you can't even say 2 seconds, how are you, how's your day going, or something, or how are
yeah,
you doing? But before then, before they slept together, he would be sending her messages about the final things in life.
yeah,
But you get like, but afterwards she's pregnant now. He can't even be bothered. He actually, that's when she realized. She just woke up. She was like, "Wow, this guy doesn't care about me." But she cared a bit, even with the money. But after that point, when she found out that he doesn't care about her, she was just like, "Nah,
yeah.
nope." So she was really devastated, even about losing the baby. She really wanted to keep that baby.
Yeah, I mean, I guess after a certain point,
Mm.
maybe people who have children, it starts falling in love with the idea. But
Mm.
a thought came to me now. Like, you know how on everyone is talking about this show and
Mhm.
women are enraged, like, oh, I would have left him, I would have left him. But it's like
Mhm. Mhm.
things like this happen very
Yeah.
gradually till you can't even recognize what happened. Like,
Yeah,
for
that's
example, the
true.
girl would just um your boyfriend will ask you, oh, please, can you help me write my resume,
Mhm.
or pick up my clothes. And so it's almost like they start training you till it's almost too late.
That's
So
true.
I feel it's like women should give more grace to Joyce, because like this
Yes.
woman was probably groomed for 20 years. It's like, how do you see
Yeah.
those signs really early before it's too late?
Yeah, but I really just wish that she left in that moment when she went to invite him for the vow renewal. I wish
Yeah,
that because even in that time, he was already like, see the way he was responding to her, and he was already talking about divorce by the time she go home. So maybe she just got that paper. Just give him what he wants. Sign it,
yeah,
send it back. In that time, yes, it's okay. She can cry, she can grieve the marriage and everything. Take out time and feel your feelings and your emotions. Call the children, say this is what's happening. Your father is asking for divorce. Because holding on to things like that never will never how
yeah,
somebody says they don't want you anymore and your response is please now, please, please stay with
yeah,
me. No, how? Like they will never ever value you if you're begging them to stay. If you beg
yeah,
somebody to stay or beg for love, oh, that's the end of just you're better off just, going to nurse yourself back to health. Your heart break. Your heart has broken. So just go and find somewhere to heal. That's the
yeah,
best thing for you to do for yourself than to go and be begging them to take you back or to come back to your life. And that's what she was doing. And I get that she was doing it because mainly because of
children.
it was her
Our
brand
brand.
ambassadorship. Yeah, it was her
Yes.
brand. She was doing it mostly for her brand. To be honest, it wasn't really about the children. It was the brand because the children saw what was going on.
Yes.
When she even took them to the house and said, "Go and stay with your father," they knew everything that was happening. And what really pissed Mpami off was we have gotten you to a point where you can actually function. You're no longer devastated and depressed. Then you allow this man to now come back into your life again. Do you get last after the vow
Uh,
renewal ceremony? Like, why would you let him come back? Carry
I
on.
think she had an identity crisis, and I think that's a lot of um things women need to work on with or without a man.
Mm,
Because Joyce, I mean, for the other women, right? We
mhm,
kind of knew who they were
mhm,
outside of Jonasi. Like Matipa was this career woman.
mhm.
Essie, I mean, there was one clip of her doing someone's hair, but it's like Joyce, we didn't know who she was outside of Jonasi. So it's like, how can you love yourself if you don't even know yourself?
Exactly. Even her brand was kind of built around him because she only had to do 2 posts a month, but it had to one of them, right, had to involve him. So,
Exactly. So it's like
so
she didn't really have an identity, and then probably
yeah,
the other post is what I'm probably doing as Jonasi's wife. So
we
it's like
do it.
her whole self-worth was in that man. So the
Yes,
moral of the lesson is just invest in yourself,
that's it.
have your whole identity within yourself, not in another person.
Very important.
And I think that's also why it's like a blessing for most people. We can't generalize like when you get married at an older age because you know more of yourself, you're more sure of yourself
Mm-hmm.
than much younger where your identity is still forming.
That's
And
true.
even identities like as we grow, right, we're always evolving.
You
But
know,
yeah, I also feel like
mhm.
even before this huge break of Matipa, I feel I mean we didn't watch that, but I feel like Jonasi probably kept pushing his envelope with her with Joyce.
Mhm.
And every time be like, oh, you're such a good woman. Like, God forbid. I don't want anyone to tell me I'm a good woman. It's when they call me a witch.
Oh my goodness.
But they will keep pushing the envelope and then be like,
Yeah.
oh, I just felt anytime he said that, it's like, oh wow, you're so stupid to keep accepting this.
It's just boundaries, like boundaries. And you can have boundaries and still love somebody because your boundaries are telling them also that you love yourself. So they can't just treat you anyhow, and you are not just going to accept anything that they throw at you. That's
Yes.
that's the thing about boundaries. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what they saw in the guy to begin with because there are just certain things and certain mannerisms that shouldn't even, you shouldn't even allow near you, even as a friend. When the man is
Mm-hmm.
even just trying to be friends, even platonic friendships, they are not supposed to allow those kind of things around you.
I think also a lot of women are afraid to be alone or
Thank you. That is the foundation of it
yeah,
all. Yeah, that
yeah,
fear of being alone, fear of even doing things on their own. They feel like they need a man to succeed. They need a man. Meanwhile, there are women killing it out here, like in the world. People are really, they are doing it without a man. Yes, some of them also have support from their men, but there are women who are standing alone and they're killing it. So why can't you be inspired by that? Why is your first thought, okay, now let me go and look for a man or take one from another person
yeah,
who has already built a life around, they built their
yeah.
own life and then you decide that that's the one that you want because you don't want to go and build your own. Mm.
Yes. But I mean, Africa doesn't really support that. Like, I mean, I don't live in South Africa, so I can't speak on this. But I know in Nigeria, like, women in 2026 still struggle to get apartments by themselves.
Oh yeah, that's one of the issues. I get that. Yeah, I get.
Or like when you're stopped as a woman, you have to, pretend you're calling your husband or your father
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
people just treat men differently on average.
Mhm.
Better, like I wouldn't say like everywhere, but like the police
Mhm.
in people of authority, and it's a bit ridiculous. So I completely understand when some women are like,
Mhm.
I don't want to deal with all of this all the time, so I'm just going to marry someone so that
Yes.
it's easier for me to navigate society.
Yes, I get where they're coming from, but yes, it's really hard sometimes. Yeah. It's hard, but like even if you're going to have that escape, if you're going to have that, if you're going to have that as an escape, then why not escape properly? Not that you escape from one prison and then you jump into another prison.
Mm.
You get. So you are better off just being in that other cage that you were, at least if you are single and not in in an abusive relationship or an abusive marriage. If you were single, at least with that one, you're able to be free once in a while. I don't know if you if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Even if you're not always free, there's some level of freedom for you. But when you now jump into that other bondage, because that's what it is now, it becomes bondage. Somebody's
Yeah.
controlling, somebody's abusive, somebody is cheating on you all the time. That's worse.
Yeah.
You're better off just being by yourself and trying to figure it out on your own.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's why I said, yeah.
Sorry. I also like how all the women looked very different, right? Because
Mm.
I remember those certain scenes where Joyce's mother would be like, "Oh, you need to dress better. Like, men are visual creatures." But it's like
Mm-hmm.
he slept with women of all shapes and sizes. So I really
Exactly.
want men to stop putting so much pressure on themselves, where it's like, "Oh, if I don't look like this,
You know
I'm not
what?
going
You know what
to
I've
that
realized?
man."
No, exactly. I get what you're saying, and you are so right. You know what I realized? When a man truly, truly loves you, if you check men who love their women and they only have eyes for their women, haven't you noticed that it is when their hair is messy, they look so they don't really look put together. That's when they love them more. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
That's when they're just like, oh, I can't get enough of you. I'm so attracted to you right now. And then when she has dressed up, everything is on point. He's just like, oh, you look nice. I feel like that's even like the first sign. That's how you know. When you think that, oh, I don't look good right now, and the man is looking at you and he's drooling, just know that, man, this man loves me. That's it.
Yeah.
Because it was postpartum. She was breastfeeding. She was, yeah, I know that she's supposed to put herself together, but she has a reason why she looks like that. For a man that actually loves you, he'll be there, he'll be present, he'll be trying to help you figure it out and then still, and still be attracted to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not saying like women shouldn't take care of their physical appearance, but
Exactly.
with the resurgence of social media
Mm-hmm.
and everyone giving 5 million advice every day, it's
Mm-hmm.
like a hamster wheel. So many women are not allowing themselves to live their lives. Like a lot of people won't go out because they're like, oh, my hair is not done, so I'm not going to go
Mm-hmm.
out. And
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
just keep putting your life on pause
Mm-hmm.
until you become this perfect person, and by that time the beauty metric has moved on to something else.
Okay.
So
Thank you. What are we taking away from this whole thing?
I mean, I would take that the world has changed, right? Because in our parents' generation, what Joyce did would have been like a classic example.
Mm-hmm.
So I think now we have way much more options. Like we have the ability as women to love ourselves and to be without a man and still thrive in society. And yeah, I think the biggest lesson is just love yourself so deeply that you're not going to tolerate nonsense.
Love yourself, choose yourself.
Yes, and then stop living for other people too. Because Joyce was like, oh, what would other people say? Or her mom is
Yeah.
like, you need to look this way or that way. And we just put so much unnecessary pressure on ourselves, living for other people. Like, okay, today they're shocked about this, tomorrow is another thing. Like, when will it end?
Mm-hmm.
Like, outside people, they don't care about you. It's just sensational news to them.
After a while, they'll move on to another news. Even if you
Exactly.
trend today, tomorrow somebody else is going to trend. So why are you
Yeah.
so bothered? And the thing about like trying to appear happy in front of the world or in front of other people who don't care about you is after a while, like because when you're trying to keep up appearances, after a while, it will end up exploding basically. Like
Yeah.
it pile up so much. Not explode, maybe imploding because you have hidden and kept it to yourself.
Yeah.
One day everything will just burst out. So can just
Yeah.
and yeah, and
And that's what a lot of women or a lot of people are doing.
mm,
And yeah, I just feel this whole maintenance, beauty maintenance culture,
but
we need to keep a cap on it. Like,
yeah, it's
yes,
crazy.
yes, but it's just I saw some comments online where they were like, oh, Jonasi cheated on her because she was wearing like frumpy clothes or
No, no,
she
that's
wasn't
what.
as attractive as Matipa. And it's like, why do we always find a way to blame the woman?
But that was not the issue. Like I said, if a man, he never loved her. Because if a man actually loves you, all the frumpy, like he's going to love her regardless, even love her more because he's seeing her more than, do you understand? Like, and if he has an issue with it, he'll just call it out. You just tell her, hey, can you, like, at least do something about this? You get, that's love. Not saying, oh, because he had no reason. He was actually even very happy the day that, because she just had her baby. He was happy, he was rejoicing, and then the next thing he went back to that office. Basically, anybody that just throws them, so that says hi, waves, or just breathes around the guy, he'd be like, he'd be like, yes, I'm ready. What's that?
Yeah. Oh wait, actually remember, when you said earlier that
Hmm,
she just killed him out of revenge.
hmm.
I don't think so because when she said, okay, Jonasi, I'm ready for the divorce, and he
Hmm.
kept saying that the only way the two of us are going to be apart is from death.
Ah, oh
So I
yes.
don't think that
So
was her own way.
she felt like that was the only way she'd be able to be free of him.
Yeah.
Well, well, no, but then that's what I'm saying. Like that's not the only way. He can say that, but that's not the only way that she can be free of him. She can actually decide. Didn't he beat her and rape her? She can get a restraining order. He doesn't have to come be around her. So she really, it was revenge too, as much as it was, it was also revenge. Then she
Yeah.
ensured that her son got everything before. But the
Yeah.
sad thing is, she said that her son will never be like him, but he's already following in his father's footsteps.
Yeah. Generational curse.
Exactly. Exactly.
Also, there's one part. Why do you think after everything this man did to her, why do you think she was so adamant of like even honoring him in death? Like to me, I was like, why do you even care?
Exactly. I
I guess
don't
the moral of the story is just make sure you don't have 22 episodes of repetition in your life.
too damn long.
And in fact, half of the episode.
Yeah, like it dragged on for too long. Yeah.
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 That's the issue they make with women. It's like, oh, you're being too strict, you're too mean, but it's like when you're too nice, it just keeps getting worse and worse.
That's it.
So once you see the sign from the jump, just run.
And we've come to the end of the listening room with Obi. With Obi, the Igbo goddess. That's it.
Hey.
Hey.
Till next episode.
Yes, until our next episode where we'll be reviewing something much, 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 much
Spicy.
spicy or juicy. I don't know if it'll be juicier, but stay tuned. Whenever that happens, we'll let you guys know. Everybody love yourself, choose yourself. That's
Yes.
And also try for the guys, even women too. Try and have some self-control and discipline. It's very important. People who
Oh,
have self-control and discipline are very dangerous.
yeah, we need to talk about this maybe in the next episode, right? Because if you've been sleeping around in your single life, you can't just expect to change
No, you
just
can't.
because you're married.
You can't.
It doesn't switch like that.
It requires a lot of work. Like I don't even know how. A lot of work, and nobody can change you. You have to change yourself for yourself. Thank you so much. Thank you for speaking to me.
Speak to me, speak to me.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you for having me as well.
I know I can't.